Las Vegas Raiders' latest news. Malcolm Koonce's loyalty stands strong. Before we jump into today's news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest updates about your favorite team. Let's dive in. Malcolm Koonce had choices. Teams were interested. Big offers were on the table. But when it came down to it, his heart was still in Las Vegas. Koonce recently opened up about his free agency experience on the Rush podcast. He explained how stressful it was, comparing it to the NFL draft. The uncertainty, the behind-the-scenes calls, and the silent waiting. But through it all, one thing stayed clear in his mind. What are the Raiders saying? Even when his agent brought in other offers, Malcolm kept asking about one team, the Raiders. That loyalty speaks volumes. Despite being injured last season and missing the chance to show his full potential, he stayed focused on returning to the silver and black. Why? Because it's not just about money. It's about brotherhood, about belief, about unfinished business. Malcolm has a strong bond with the Raiders' defensive line, especially stars like Max Crosby and coach Rob Leonard. He knows this is the place to grow, prove himself, and win. And the best part? He returned on a team-friendly deal, showing true dedication to the team and fans. This season, he's ready to make a statement. Raider Nation, get ready. Malcolm Koonce is back, and he's coming for everything. Malcolm Koonce. Comeback season and the return of a classic rivalry. The buzz around Malcolm Koonce isn't just hype, it's real. The Raiders' defensive line is stacked with talent, and if Koonce returns to form after his injury, things could get dangerous for opposing offenses. The energy, the speed, the hunger, it's all there. And with his chemistry alongside stars like Max Crosby and the guidance of Rob Leonard, the possibilities are endless. The defense is also in good hands with Patrick Graham staying on as coordinator. He's smart, focused, and knows how to get the best out of his players. On top of that, Antonio Pierce is now leading the team, a coach who understands grit and intensity. This combination could be the spark the Raiders need to dominate again on defense. Now, let's talk about something that always gets hearts racing, the Raiders-Chargers rivalry. The NFL just dropped the full season schedule and Raider Nation has one big date circled, the home opener under the bright lights of Monday Night Football right here in Las Vegas against the Chargers. This game isn't just about points on the board. It's about pride. Even Charger fans, or at least the handful who show up, admit it. Former NFL linebacker Shawn Marman, a name many fans recognize, recently said the Raiders vs. Chargers is one of the NFL's best rivalries. Yes, he's a loud Raider critic. Yes, he's thrown shade before, but even he can't deny the fire in this matchup. With two aggressive teams, fired-up coaches, and fan bases that don't hold back, this season might be the one where the rivalry truly reignites. And Raider Nation already knows. When the lights shine the brightest, the silver and black show up. Raiders versus Chargers, a rivalry that roars beyond the field. Some rivalries are built on wins, some on championships. But the battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers? That one's built on something deeper. Pride, passion, and a history of unforgettable moments. The truth is, whenever the silver and black face the Chargers, it's more than just a game. It's a showdown of cultures. Two teams step on the field, but only one owns the crowd. And no matter where the game is, even in LA, Raider Nation takes over. You hear the chants, see the jerseys, and feel the energy shift. It's our house every time. But here's the frustrating part. Despite showing up in full force, the results haven't always gone our way. Raider fans pack Sophie Stadium, drowning out the tiny group of Charger supporters, but too often we leave without the win. That's what stings the most. Not the noise from the stands. We've got that covered. But the missed chances on the field. And let's be honest, Charger fans love to talk, even without the history to back it up. No Super Bowl rings, no iconic moments, yet somehow they chirp louder than anyone. Raider Nation has history. We've tasted greatness, we've lifted trophies, That's something no one can take away. But the rivalry with the Chargers? It's not our fiercest. For the Raiders, true rivalries come with real weight. Battles with teams like the Chiefs or the 49ers. Those games feel like wars. Chargers games feel like noise. Still, every time the Raiders and Chargers meet, it means something. Maybe not because of banners or bragging rights, but because Raider Nation makes it matter. We don't need the world's approval. We are the standard. So this season, when we roll into LA or welcome the Chargers to Vegas, remember this: they might call it a rivalry, but for us, it's just another step toward greatness. Raiders Monday night opener. A rivalry, a statement, and a little twist of fate. If you ask die-hard fans what the Raiders' greatest rivalry is, many would say it's with the 49ers, the Battle of the Bay. It was raw, it was real, and it ran deep. But this season, the spotlight is shining brightly on another rivalry that's heating up fast. Raiders versus Chargers under the lights of Monday Night Football, right here in Las Vegas. There's something special about kicking off the home season in prime time. The energy, the stakes, and the fans, it all feels bigger. And this year, the NFL gods gave Raider Nation a gift. No more waiting through back-to-back road games, no slow start on the schedule. This time, we open at home, and we do it in style, against a division rival. Now here's the twist that makes it even more interesting. This game almost didn't happen the way it did. As it turns out, the Raiders got the Monday night slot thanks to a scheduling shuffle, one that had nothing to do with football and everything to do with timing. The Chargers were supposed to play at home in Week 2, but their stadium was already booked. So what happened? Vegas stepped up. Even with a packed weekend of major events in the city, a fight, a college game, and more, the Raiders made it happen. They adjusted, coordinated, and locked down the spotlight for Monday night. That's leadership. That's flexibility. That's what it means to represent the silver and black. Add in the history between these two teams, the buzz surrounding new head coach Antonio Pierce, and the intensity that's been building all offseason, and this game becomes more than just another date on the calendar. It becomes a statement. So as the lights come on in Allegiant Stadium and Raider Nation rises to its feet, just know, this isn't just the start of a season. It's the start of something bigger. All eyes on Week 2, and a legend makes headlines. Week 2. Prime time, Las Vegas, Raiders versus Chargers. You can already feel the electricity building. And if there's one thing Raider Nation does best, it's turning Allegiant Stadium into a black hole of noise and pride. It's more than just a game. It's a chance to make a statement, to stomp out a rival on national television, and to show the rest of the league that this team isn't here to participate. It's here to take over. This is our house. And come Monday night, no matter how loud the Chargers chirp, it's Raider Nation that's going to leave that stadium echoing with pride. But just as we look to the future, something powerful just happened in the legacy department. Charles Woodson, one of the most iconic Raiders to ever put on the silver and black, just made headlines again, this time off the field. Reports say that he's stepping into the world of NFL ownership by purchasing a 0.1% stake in the Cleveland Browns. It's a small slice on paper, but symbolically, it's massive. It means a Raider legend is stepping into the exclusive, powerful realm of ownership, and carrying the excellence he lived on the field into the business side of football. Now, Raider Nation will always see Charles as one of our own. He's part of the soul of this franchise. From his intensity, to his leadership, to his Hall of Fame legacy, he embodied what it means to be a Raider. And while his business ventures and ownership decisions are his to make, we'll always salute the greatness he brought to our shield. So, whether it's the next game or the next chapter for one of our legends, the Raider story keeps growing. One team, one nation, and always one commitment to excellence. Raiders draft drama. Is Tom Brady really hands-off? When it comes to ownership in the NFL, it's every player's dream to be part of the game even after the cleats come off. So, when we saw Charles Woodson grab a slice of ownership in Cleveland, it raised a question. Why not the Raiders? Woodson is silver and black through and through. But hey, he's from Ohio, and sometimes hometown ties call louder than history. Still, it gets even more interesting when we turn to Tom Brady, a part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, and the firestorm surrounding him lately. Here's the deal. Brady recently claimed that he had zero influence on the Raiders' draft decisions, especially when it came to Shadur Sanders, Deion's son and a rising quarterback prospect. He said on a podcast that he wasn't involved in evaluations, that he didn't want to be a distraction. But then Skip Bayless fired back, accusing Brady of lying and being the reason the Raiders passed on Shadur. That's a serious charge. Skip thinks Brady, who's had a personal connection with Shadur, did have influence behind the scenes, saying, "Don't act like his mentor and big brother now. You were part of the reason he didn't get drafted here." Now, here's where it gets messy for Raider Nation. There were reports that Brady pushed for Cam Miller in the later rounds. So, if that's true, if he was giving opinions about quarterbacks, why wouldn't he have weighed in on Shadur? It's hard to know the truth. But one thing's for sure. If Brady had that kind of sway and Shadur was passed over intentionally, it flies in the face of Pete Carroll's offseason message, that every position is up for grabs. Compete, earn it, win it. No exceptions. So why not bring in Shadur? Let him battle Geno Smith. If he wins, great. If not, move on. That's what competition is supposed to be. At the end of the day, this isn't just about one player or one draft pick. It's about whether the Raiders are really sticking to that best man plays mentality, or if there are bigger influences behind closed doors.